My hips are gone. Like, I no longer have them. If you saw me when I first got my surgery, I had hips. Like, what? Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Ambersharniece, and I'm a little ashamed to show my face today because your girl has not shot a content video in I don't know how long. So I definitely want to apologize about that. But thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and smash that subscribe button because baby, you're gonna want to stay. Okay, we talk about good stuff over here, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to stick around and see it all, right? Might as well. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also turn on your post notifications so that you'll know whenever I post new videos. Anywho, y'all, so I did want to do like a follow-up video about my BBL. I get questions in my DMs like daily, literally daily, for people that I know, people that I don't know, people that follow me on YouTube that just has questions about BBLs in general or my experience specifically with the BBL. So I decided to, you know, not just do a little boring video sitting here just talking, yapping your face off. Let me do something, you know, while I'm talking, yapping your face off about the BBL. So I want to tell y'all how I'm feeling now. It's, I think, a lot of big questions for a lot of people. As y'all can see, I'm sitting down. So I'm at the sitting down stage. We're almost at month 4. Post-op for the BBL surgery. So yeah, I'm gonna get some details in here for y'all. What is this doing in here? Let's go ahead and get into what has been going on, y'all. So there's a lot of things that comes with having a BBL, y'all. So I guess I'll start off first. I've been getting a lot of questions. A lot of ladies want to know, how much does it cost to get a BBL? BBLs, just depending on where you're getting your BBL. I've seen people get BBLs for $3,000 all the way up to like $15,000. It just depends on where you're going. Most of the places that are going to do them cheaper for like $3,000, you're going to go to like Colombia or Mexico or somewhere like that. The United States doesn't really go down that low. I paid $7,000 for my surgery. There was a special going on at the time where if you booked your surgery at a certain time, you would get $500 off. So my surgery itself was going to be $7,500, but it turned out since I booked it at a certain time, it's like, I think it was like $250 down, then you can get $500 off. Still ended up having to pay $500 extra because of the cell saver that I wanted to get. And that's just like another option that you can add on to your surgery that basically replenishes your blood, put it back into your system. It helps for like a speedier or a better recovery. So that's what I did. Could I tell the difference? I've never had a surgery before and I've never had a cell surgery before. So I don't know what it would have been like without it. So I honestly cannot say whether or not it did something. I don't know. But that's pretty much how much my surgery itself cost. Now there were other things that you wanted to add on to it, and then with those total costs, you got your surgery, you got LIPO 360, that's all around your stomach, all around your back. You get your injections to your butt and to your hips. You also get like your testing and Fajas, your like your what you call your boards and foams, all that stuff. You get all that stuff with it. So everything came with it that you actually needed. And of course, I would say with like paying for my expenses, going down there, flying here, flying back, all that stuff, I probably paid close to around $10,000, $11,000. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take this time to insert some before and after pictures of me before having a BBL and after having a BBL. Because a lot of times, like in surgery groups and stuff, I'm still in like Dr. Fisher's surgery group, and a lot of girls are there, and a lot of girls have not had their surgeries yet. They want to see people, they want to see real people, and they're like, well, what did you like before? Did you already have a good foundation? Dr. Fisher told me that I already had a pretty decent foundation to start with. So I was happy about that. And don't get me wrong, I didn't think I ever had a horrible shape. I was just not as curvy as I wanted to be. So he basically said I had what I needed, well, what he needed to make what I wanted. So yeah, that's pretty much how we got from point A to point B. And that's what I looked like before, and this is what I look like after. I don't think it's too dramatic of a difference. but it's dramatic enough for me to be like, okay, I didn't just waste my money. And so since we're talking about before and after, I figured this is an awesome time for me to address my weight issues. Y'all, your girl be struggling in the weight department, and that is no exception to now, because sis still be struggling. Okay. Apparently after I had surgery, girlfriend gained some weight. And I'm talking about like right now. I was 186 pounds before and after surgery. And then I recently realized that the scale just has been really disrespectful to me lately. I don't know what I did to it to treat me this way. But yeah, I have gained some weight, y'all. I am back in the 190s. Your girl, well, how much did I weigh? I think I was like 191 pounds Saturday. Yeah, I was 191 pounds. And I'm just like, oh, sis, you got to do better. So yes, the thickness is in, okay, but it's also not just, you know, thickness. It's thickness everywhere else too. It's, yeah, I know y'all can see my little neck situation. I gain weight. The first place it goes to is this part right here. So that's definitely a telltale sign. And then also my arms have gotten bigger, you guys. And I'm just now starting to get back into the groove of exercising. For a long time, I just could not get back into the swing of like life, of daily life after having the surgery, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna hold you. I just could not, because I got so used to somebody else taking care of me, and then somebody else cooking for me, and oh, well, you need to feed your fat so you can just eat what you want. Girl, bye. Girl, goodbye, because I don't know what I had going on, but it sure wasn't what I needed to have going on. I'll tell you that much. So I ended up gaining a lot of weight, you guys. Well, 86 to 91 isn't a lot of weight, but it's definitely heavier than I wish to be. But my thing is, I'm absolutely positively terrified of going back on my keto diet and losing my butt. Terrified. Okay, so y'all, I wanted to talk about like the attention that I get in public, like after having my body done, right? So don't get me wrong, I am used to having attention because I've always had a beautiful face. Okay, like who could just walk past his face? Nobody. I know, I'm beautiful. Anyhow, but no, seriously though, I've always had attention from, you know, men or women that say, oh, you're so pretty, or, you know, guys that try to step to you or whatnot. Used to that, okay? But nowadays, it's gotten like OD. Not all the time, because when I go out, I mostly have like my Faja on, and I kind of like wear, when I go to work, I wear like these big dresses, right? And so you can't see my figure. Like when I go get my massages, my massage therapist, she tell me all the time, she like, Amber, you be hiding that body, because girl, when you come in here into that dress on, you be like, God dang. But like you would, if you just saw me on the street with one of my dresses on, you would have no clue what was underneath those dresses. Okay, like people, men and women these days, will just sit there and stare at me. Now most men will say something, but the women, they will just sit there and stare at me. And sometimes it just be depending on what kind of mood I'm in that day. Sometimes I'll be looking like, okay, so is something wrong? Like, oh, you trying to tell me I got some T.I. tiny legs or something? I got ant booty or something? Like, why are you looking at me that hard? What do you have on? She's not matching anywhere. Daddy, what the heck? What's doing your way out? But no, like, and so sometimes I just be like, is there something wrong with the way that I look? Because you looking like that hard. But, you know, you really have to get to a space where you know that, bruh, you look good. I mean, I know that. I know I look good. You know what I'm saying? You know, I be out here looking like I'm looking. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes people just really be staring. Like, they stare that hard. Like, it sometimes make you uncomfortable. And I think I get the most uncomfortable around, like, older men. Like, when I know you my daddy age. Like, I know in my spirit, like, you and my daddy went to school together. I mean, I know people are going to look regardless of how old you are and all that good stuff. But that'd be the most uncomfortable feeling, like, on the planet. I'd be like, please stop looking at me, grandfather. It's just something about the wrinkles in your skin. I just don't like it. Stop, okay? But that just comes with it. So if you are one of those people who shy away from, you know, an all eyes on you type of situation, it makes you truly uncomfortable. I don't think you should. I mean, if you do get a BBL, just go for the natural look. Don't go for like the vixen look or anything. And I didn't go for the vixen look. I went for the natural look. But I'm just saying, like, it's just, sometimes it's a bit much. Because you just be trying to, like, mind your business and do your thing. Like, just get what you got to get and go. But people will sit there and stare at you. I do want to talk about Fajas real quick before I get back into the deep stuff. Because it's a lot more, y'all. It's a lot more I got to tell you about. I've had people ask me a lot about Fajas. My opinion with Fajas is the more compression, the better off you are. It's like you just need that compression. The more compression that you can put early on without putting too much pressure is also wonderful as well. I got my Fajas. I have 2 from my actual doctor's office. I know a lot of women go and get their Fajas altered, like taken in some so that they can fit later on down the road. I have not done that. I don't know what has stopped me from doing that. I intended to do that, but I just haven't done it. But what I do is I have like this 360 foam board that I put on. I'm gonna put pictures of this stuff in the on the screen too, y'all. But I put that on and I wrap it around, and I also have like my foams and stuff underneath, and that kind of like it compresses me to a good amount. It doesn't give me the amount of compression that I truly need. So I do have 2 other Fajas that I have. One is from Amazon. It has a good amount of compression on it. Only thing I don't like about that one is the bottom, like the leg part, rolls up a lot. And I also have the Tributo Faja, which I am actually wearing right now. And y'all, when I tell you this Faja don't play, this Faja don't play. It cinches you in like nobody's business. Like when I stand up right now, you're gonna be like, Amber, you look weird, because that's how much it's cinching me in. So this, look at my waist compared to like my hips, and this, hold on. Not sure what part that cut off, but this is the Tributo Faja, y'all. The breast part is like a low-key annoying because it pushes my boobies down. But like that's the crazy amount of compression that it gives. And I have on this ab board, so if I didn't have this on, this part would be cinched in even a little bit more. But that's what the Tributo looks like. And all in all, I do like the Tributo because it compresses. It's a true stage 2 Faja for me. The other ones do not compress as much as this one does. I do get asked a lot, how often do I wear my Faja? There's a lot of people I know that do not even have to wear their Faja as much as I do. I don't know why. My swelling journey has just been a journey. Because I swell a lot. And I swell often. So I wear my Faja 24/7. Pretty much all the time. Unless I'm taking a picture, or when we went to New Orleans, I took it off then to walk around. But every time we return back to the room, I put my Faja right back on because, like I said, my body just don't play with the swelling. I'm still going through a lot of swelling, a lot. So if anyone must know if I swell, yes. And I feel like I swell whether I'm doing right or not. Do you like your BBL results since you're so much further along? So I'm going to give you the realest answer that I could possibly give you. Yes and no. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I do 89% of the time. And then the other 11%, y'all see I had to calculate that real quick, right? And then the other 11%, 7%. Sometimes I don't. It just depends on the day or what's going on. So like I told y'all, a lot of stuff can sometimes just low-key be in your head because you're just so used to seeing yourself one way that when you become another way, you be like, oh, I forgot I look like this now, you know. But I think for me, on the days that I have like a lot of swelling, it's so much easier for me to say that I look so much similar to what I did before, because to be honest with y'all, my stomach is not flat. Yes, I said that I had LIPO 360 and my stomach is not flat. Like, it just isn't flat. And I'm not sure if it's still like swelling. I really just don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just like I'm not going to be able to get that flat as I want to be. Or I don't know if it's like visceral fat, where like I just need to lose the fat under my muscle in order for me to see a super flat stomach. But my stomach isn't flat. And I also have like a few uneven areas in my lipo in my stomach. Not a lot. It's actually only just one spot that I noticed because it's my body. I can feel it. I can see it. But to the naked eye of other people, they would have no clue. So it just depends on the day. And then also with my hips are they're uneven. Not like, you know, what the doctor did was uneven. No, what I'm saying is that when I went to get my surgery, we discovered that I had scoliosis. So one of my hips sits up higher than the other. The way that the doctor went in there and he scoped my body, you can't really tell the difference. Like, you really can't tell the difference by just standing and looking at me. I would have to take a picture for you to see it, and then you can see it. I never knew I had it until I saw him take that picture, and I realized, like, oh, okay, that's what's going on. And so I definitely want to get to the chiropractor to see if there's anything I can do about that. But like some days I can see it more than others. So my left hip is technically, because I think this is the hip that sits up higher. It's straighter down than my right one. So my right one, it has like a little curve that do like this, and I feel like my left hip doesn't quite do that. So I'm gonna try to post some pictures. Y'all probably gonna be like, girl, can't nobody see that. But my hips are not as curvy as I wanted them to be. And if you saw me when I first got my surgery, I had hips. Like, what? I had hips. They were there. But the thing is, like they say, you don't know like what fat's gonna survive, what fat isn't gonna survive. And I just chopped it all up to, if I got this surgery to put fat in this area that I did not have fat before, and I finally get the fat in this area, and a few months later that fat to me like disappeared, that probably just means that my body wasn't meant to be shaped that way. And so some days I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that. And then some other days I'm just like, man, bro, I wish I had them hips back, man, because you couldn't tell me nothing. But at the same time, I think about like, girl, that was a lot going on. And you mess around and lose an inch of your leg, you gonna be walking around here with the ant booty. Like, we ain't got time for that. So, like, I feel like my hips are gone. Like, I no longer have them. But what saves me is the curve that he created in my waistline. Because he was able to take out so much in my waistline, regardless of whether or not I feel like my hips are there or not, it's always going to appear as though I have hips because of the curve that he put in my waistline. When technically, when I'm past my actual hip, my waist, and I just rub down like this, to me, this goes straight down. But when I come for my hips, it goes out. Y'all see what I'm saying? I know y'all feel me now, don't you? It goes out. Y'all, I got this grandmama I got this grandmama robe on, so don't judge me. I'm just trying to show y'all something, but I just realized, like, sis, this the grandma robe. Like, you can't be doing all that. This ain't sexy. Y'all know how I feel about these big old lashes. I feel like at any second I could just get up and fly away. So please excuse me. I'm just not used to seeing these big old lashes on myself. It's just like, Amber, who are you? Who's that girl? Another thing that I would say that I do not like about my BBL results are that I told y'all that my doctor said that I would have some saggy skin, and during like my earlier phases of recovery, I wasn't seeing the saggy skin. I saw a little bit. I see that the more and more that my real swelling goes down, the more and more saggy skin that I get, and it is not the cutest, y'all. Dr. Fisher did say that, you know, at some point, if I did want to do a tummy tuck, then, you know, that could be totally done. But I'm honestly just not really trying to go out here and go grab some more surgery. One, because I ain't got no money for all that. I mean, I got a few coins, but it ain't finna be spent in surgery. If I had like one more kid, I feel like I had no choice but to get it at that point, because like the sag on my belly is probably going to be insane. But like when I bend over, like if I bend over, like I can see like the little folds in my skin. So some people it may not be excessive. To me, it gives me pound puppy vibes. But yeah, it's not the cutest, but it's also not so much for me to be like, oh my god, I'm gonna blame my surgeon for this, and my BBL sucks. Nah. I ain't say all that. I just said there's some saggy skin. So I don't foresee myself doing too many bikinis. Not right now. I do know there's like a lot of skin tightening treatments and stuff that I could do. So I'm definitely going to look into that with my my girl Lindy. She knows what can go for there. Cavitation is definitely one of those things, because I do feel like on my right side I don't have as much loose skin. I feel like it's tighter, it's firmer, and it's not as, you know, jiggly or whatever on that side. But on my left side, I do feel like, you know, it could be better. So I'm probably just gonna have like more cavitation done, or like longer treatments of cavitation on that side to see if it gets any better. Y'all, I really look like Cher from Sonny and Cher with this hair. I don't think it's a good thing. Like, I'm really giving Addams Family's vibe. So a lot of people are asking for my doctor's information. And if you guys have already watched my previous videos, then you know that I went to Dr. Jonathan Fisher in Miami, Florida. And they're asking me what I recommend him. For me, for what I was looking for, which was a natural looking BBL. I don't know if I got like all the way natural, but as natural as possible. I think he did a great job for what he could do with what I had, girlfriend. So I would recommend him if you're looking for a safe doctor who is going to make sure you're okay, someone that's going to put you in good spirits, and also someone's going to give you a natural look. Now, if you are wanting like the Vixen look, I don't think that Dr. Fisher is where you would want to go. And I actually recently watched a video, Glamazante and Lily from Lily and Grams. They just did like a little video, and they talked about BBLs briefly in the video, and she also said, so that's how I knew, like, yeah. So she was like, you know, she liked what Dr. Fisher did for her, but also she wanted the Vixen type of body, and she feels like she wanted more curves and she wanted more hips. And I completely agree. I don't think he does like super Vixen looking bodies. Like, that's just not what he goes for. He wants, like, I think he's better at the natural everyday looking girl that just wants to, you know, spruce up her look with, you know, a smaller waist, a snatched waist, and a defined butt. But if you're looking for a padonkadonk and all in this 2-inch waist and all that good stuff, then you definitely should seek other surgeons, because there are surgeons out there that specialize in that type of body style, and they're gonna give you exactly what you want. But I just don't think that my doctor did all that, or does all that. I was also asked, would I do a round 2? Hey. I really wouldn't want to take myself through that experience again. Like, once you go through that type of experience one time, of course, it's not going to be, most of the times it's not as bad the next time, because you know what to expect. But I also don't think that I would just want to put myself through that again. For one, you got to travel, and I'm not too big on, you know, traveling after having a BBL. And then two, you gotta pay for it. I ain't trying to spend that much money again, child. Girl, I don't spend money like that on a daily basis. I ain't balling like that. I don't think I'm gonna do it. And I also don't want to get to the point where I'm becoming addicted to surgery because I want this certain look, or I need this certain type of look. That's not what I'm going for. I wanted this to give me a foundation to start building on, because I do want to become more of a leaner looking girl. Like, I want actual muscles and stuff. So it's just like, this was to help me get there, to start the journey on where I want to be. So I'm far from done, but I feel like this was the one big step that I surgically needed to get me to where I want to go. I gotta fix my eyelash, so don't worry about that. But don't ever think like everything I say is set in stone, like it's never gonna change, because I do have the right to change my mind. But as of right now, it's just, like I said, I wouldn't do another BBL. I don't think I would do anything else to my body right now, because it's just not what I desired to do. What I wanted to have done was done, and I don't think I should. I think, like a lot of people, you should leave well enough alone. You know what I'm saying? All right, so typically at this point in the video, I'll be back with like a little outfit on or whatnot, be looking all cute. But like I told y'all, it was 8 o'clock and I ain't going nowhere, and I'm not gonna waste no clothes. I'm already wasting makeup. I'm already wasting I'm not wasting my wig, because, you know, it's curl for tomorrow. But I'm not gonna go OD. I'm not gonna do anything else to myself. But I do want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to watch this video today. So all in all, do I regret getting my BBL? Absolutely, 100%. Heck no. I feel like it just added just a little oomph that I needed. You know what I'm saying? Please don't take anything that I said in this video as 100 wholehearted advice of what you should and should not do. Definitely speak with your physician before making any changes to your body or anything like that. Consult with the doctor before deciding that if this is the right thing for you to do. I wish everyone well on their self-love and their BBL journeys, and whatever journey, your spiritual journey, whatever journey you on right now, girlfriend. I wish you the best for it, girl. And again, thank y'all so much for tuning into the channel. Hope this video helps. Go ahead and leave me a comment down in the comment section below. What part was the most relatable to you in the comment section? Please give this video a thumbs up and share wherever you share your videos. Before I let y'all go, I saw a comment on a last video. It literally just came through. So informative. Can you do a video on foods to eat and avoid after surgery? As a matter of fact, I will, as soon as I start eating the correct foods after surgery. Make sure y'all go watch the next video or the video before this one so y'all can watch my videos, okay? All right, love y'all so much. Stay tuned and make sure that you are subscribed. See y'all later. Peace.